Now, I can already hear you saying, 10 minutes isn't really that long of a time, is it? Well, in the context of like time, no, it's not really a long time. But in the context of drawing something simple like a stick person, yeah, 10 minutes is probably a really long time because most people can draw a stick person in like 5 seconds. Um, so why would I want to draw a stick person in 10 minutes when I can draw one perfectly fine in 5 seconds? Well, thank you for asking that, dear viewer. So let's say you're someone like me who kind of struggles with not only making humans look correctly proportioned and have them in a dynamic stance and make all the fabric of their clothes look right and make all of their body proportions correct, and yeah, that's something that I really struggle with. So today I'm going to show you how to draw a stick person that not only has dynamic stance but also can look really, really cool. So for stick people, you don't really need correct proportions because, I mean, they have their own kind of set proportions that they would normally have. And so, yeah, today I'm going to show you how to draw a stick person that looks really cool. So I already knew going into this kind of the basic gist of what I wanted to be going on in the scene that I was drawing with this stick man. I wanted him to be kind of like, look like he was in a fight, and he's been in the fight for a little while, and he's just going all out in his last kind of fight, like his last ditch effort in just defeating whoever he's fighting. I don't know who he's fighting, but you guys can come up with that. I don't know. But I wanted him to be kind of beat up looking, and you know, he's got his sword in the air and he's got like a big lightning blast just going out. And so the first thing I started with was drawing his stance. And so I had him with his legs bent and his arms. One arm was coming down like this, and the other arm is up in the air. And I drew his sword and gave it kind of an ornate looking handguard and a cool design for a blade. It's kind of got like a, I don't know, kind of a weird shape to it, but I feel like it looks pretty cool. Then I went and drew the lines on the blade that kind of give it a 3D look. And then I drew the torch in his hand, and that will be important later. And so after I drew the torch in his hand, I drew some fire on the end of that, and you know, got the little embers coming off of the tips of the flames wherever I want, or wherever I felt like it. Drew kind of the tassels of the leather strap that would be going around the hilt of his sword that he's holding, and kind of made them like waving in the wind or something. Drew some extra details in the sword, like hilt and whatnot. And then I went in and did the lightning blast that was coming out of his sword. And so, you know, I've got all the different lightning tendrils. And basically the process that I do when I'm drawing something like that is I really just kind of randomize it. I just let my pencil go wherever my pencil wants to go. And it just, you know, spiking in all different directions, just coming out wherever I feel like it would look cool for it to come out of, because lightning's spontaneous like that. And then I wanted one big blast coming out of the very top, like coming out of the tip of his sword, like so, like right there. And so I did that, and ooh, I bumped the camera. And then I went in and made flames all around the lightning. And so, you know, I've made them less clean cut with the lines as I did with the torch in his hand, and that's just because it's around lightning, and I feel like those two probably wouldn't look all that clean cut when they mix together. I don't know if that's actually possible, if lightning can be set on fire, but it looks cool, so I'm just gonna keep it. I mean, it just looks epic. And so yeah, I drew the flames all around the lightning, and put the little embers coming off of the few tips of the flames, and I drew his, I redrew his mouth because his mouth was closed before, and I felt like, you know, it would be cooler looking to have his mouth in kind of like a, you know, just gritted teeth look. And like he's just really angry, and he's just trying to win this fight with all the energy he has left. And so I also drew a little campfire over by his side, drew a little shockwave ring or something coming around on the like near his feet, and then the little campfire is just kind of to give some context for where he got the little flaming torch that he's holding in his other hand. And yeah, overall I'm really happy with this. I've drawn something like this before, but I'm not really sure how long that one took me, but this one took me almost exactly 10 minutes to do. So yeah, I really stuck to the title there, didn't I? Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. So enjoy just the rest of the time lapse. It's probably just me finishing out the rest of the lines, or just re-going over all of the lines, because that's something that I do all the time. So yeah, peace. So yeah, overall really happy with how this drawing turned out. I think it looks really cool. It's got kind of a cool story behind it. He's got his flaming lightning and his sword shooting up out of the air. He's got his beat up face, you know, and this little campfire over here, just right beside him, just sitting there being a campfire. But there is a 10-minute stickman, and let's say if you want to go the extra mile and just completely go overboard with it, you can do something like this. Boom, and there it is in full color now. There's my drawing. Yeah, so I did do some color. I rarely do color, but this is just going the extra mile on drawing a stick person. I don't know why you would want to draw a stick person, not only in full color, but spend 10 minutes drawing just a ridiculous, scientifically impossible scene. But, I mean, you can. There it is. So I added some red on the cuts on his face, turned his eyes green with just a tiny hint of blue for the reflection of the lightning. Gave him some bruises on his face that weren't there before, turned all the fire orange and everything, made his sword hilt red and gold, and overall it's just a really cool looking piece to look at, in my opinion. So yeah, there is a full color 10-minute stickman, and if you've made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you for watching this long, watching me ramble on about lightning and fire and a stick person that takes 10 minutes to draw. But I would like to ask you a question. Would you like to see me make a live stream, or do a live stream of me drawing a stick person for 1 hour? I feel like that could be something interesting, and I'd love to hear your opinions on it. And I will only do it if you guys will watch it, and if you guys won't watch it, then I won't do a live stream and force you to watch it or anything. But if you will watch it, please let me know, and I will be sure to look into that. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.